Hi everyone, I want to welcome you all especially to this week's weekly review. Quickly, I'm going to take you through all we did in the course of the week. We had a very wonderful moment trading this week as we have maintained profitability for a period of time, and this is because of the increase in the high winning rates, the perfecting of our skill, and for all the beautiful things that has been happening already in the market. Yes, we may not get many numerous opportunities because of the many manipulations that have been happening with the US dollar, being that the GBPUSD forms our major currency and trading pair. But with notwithstanding, mastering the skill over time has helped us to be able to win a lot of trades, and I'm going to discuss a few of that with you, and also just a few review for the coming week, the things we must do and the things we shouldn't do to avoid issues in the coming week. So I'll take you straight to the chart and show you a few. Let's go to the chart. Just only two entries that I took. I'm still very positive whenever I say exit a particular entry. Just stay positive. The reason is the market is deceptive. Okay, so personally, I wouldn't have even traded this week, but I had a lot of consideration because I had expectations. So I took these entries with high risk, and that's the reason why when I see what I'm not expecting to see, I'm quick to say exit. Because when you are entering into something that this is a skill you have mastered, this is a strategy you have back tested, what is allowed and what's not permissible. So that's the reason for that. So take notes, like the last entry I shared with everyone, and I said take partial profits. For those who took partial profits, I'm sure they're going to be in good profit. Yes, we anticipated that it was going to give us 90 pips, but for whatever you are doing, whenever you find 40 pips profit, it's a good amount of profits to decide to close any entry, in as much as we're targeting more. So I got my 40 pips. I didn't even take partial, I left fully because 40 pips is enough for me for the week and for Friday, because Friday is a very deceptive day, being that the markets, the financial institution will be shutting down. So now this is the entry I took. This is GJ. As you can see, I took it on the 1 minute time frame. So I got my confirmation around here and I moved. So having known that there are some demand zone, I've always told you don't sell on demand zones. Don't sell on demand zones, don't buy on supply zones. So if you look, you see that there's a demand zone here. So all I needed to see is if price was going to be able to mitigate it. So the moment I saw that price had gotten into that demand zone, that was when I asked everyone to exit. Because my concern was what exactly am I risking and what exactly am I targeting. So I was targeting more, but I got half of what I targeted, and that was good profit for me, and I left. Now the final entry I took, so this was the final entry. This was the entry I posted just in the middle of night. For those of you who were awake, those of you who are not sleeping too much. So we missed this one. This one did not hit our entry point, so that was a missed entry. Then this was the one I took. I took this during the Asian session. So for those of you that were awake, you must have seen when I posted this entry. So I got all my full confirmation, but still on that basis of demand zone, there was a strong demand zone just around here, though has been mitigated, but you see sometimes these zones can still hold price. So that's why, as one who knows what you're doing with experience in the market, there are certain things you should be expecting and to look out of your experience and out of understanding. There's a saying Jeffrey Epstein said in one of the trending video on Instagram. He said that the professionals feel the market. One of the ways we feel this market is through experience. So I looked at that entry, and I know by experience that most times price struggles with zones like this, and sometimes it breaks. Don't get me wrong, it breaks. But that formed a decision I made there. So if you look, you see that the entry was just about what it did was about 36 pips, and it was just risking about 20 pips, and that's enough excuse me, to exit a meaningful entry. Okay, and that's why I exited that entry. But look at what price did the moment I exited. It went straight, to hit stop loss. Then now came, to mitigate. So what's happened there is what we call manipulation. It's called market manipulation. I'm sure there are some people who decided to buy the moment they saw it and it took them out. And when it began to sell again, I'm sure there are some people that came here again to buy all of that is market manipulation. If you look, you will see that I haven't done what it did. The price has at least done another 51 pips. Okay, so those are the basic entry. Let me see, I think there was one I was supposed to take with GBPUSD. Let me just confirm that quickly. Okay, we took one with GBPUSD, but it was very fast. I think that's the one that gave us the main profit for the week. So I'm going to speak country. It was very simple. Okay, so I've seen everything I needed to see from the dollar index, and to confirm that the GU is going to go bearish, and this is it. This is the most recent break of structure on the swing side. Okay, from the 15 minutes time frame, and that has already been it has already mitigated this supply zone and had given me a confirmation. Not only has it given a bearish confirmation, it also took out this low, confirming that if you find any bearish candle, you can actually go bearish. I found a bearish candle and I got in. So the big boys capitalized on that, and my strategy is usually in line with that of the big players, the financial institutions, because that's where market truly moves. So my strategy gives me entry in areas where liquidities are being engineered, and I got into the market when liquidity was being engineered, and I successfully achieved that entry, and I got let me see again, let's look at that now quickly. So I got 26 pips, okay, but I was risking just very small, I think just about 10 pips. That was a pretty 2+ RR. It was a good one to make good profit. So those were the entries basically I took in the week. There was no entry on gold, Bitcoin, and the rest of them. So just stay active during the weekly analysis, as I'll be giving you updates on what to expect for the coming week. But so far, just in case you don't know, we have done practically for some of our accounts, we have done 25% profit in February. Okay, and that's a good profit in February. It's better than what we did in January. January was 18%. Now February is now 25%. I'm expecting that March should be up to 50%. Okay, if not more, and like that. We're going to be closing officially in September. Okay, so by September, if you want to make $1 million, you should have made it. If you want to make $500,000, whatever is your target, make sure you hit it latest by July, because we've been able to master this market so much that we know the rainy moments of this market, and you take advantage of the rainy moments of this market and make the money that time. Don't start planning to make money in September or towards the closing of the year, because at that time the market becomes very much manipulative, deceptive, and most times put you in trouble and makes you blow that account. Okay, so that's the basic thing. So if you want to make money with us, get ready in the coming week. Fund your live account. If you don't have a live account, you can click on any of our recommended links, Octa FX, XNES, whichever one. Click on the link, create an account, fund your account. If it's 1,000, 5,000, fund your account. We will help you grow that account in March. That account, if it's 5,000, it should go to 7.5 at least in March. If it's 1,000, it should go to 1.5. If it's 10,000, it should go to at least 15,000. If it's 20,000, it should go to at least let's say 35,000. If it's 50,000, it should go to 75,000. If it's 100,000, it should go at least to $150,000. So get ready. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great month. Okay, and I hope with all you've seen, you've been able to make a few adjustments for the new week Okay, so I'm going to give you the weekly analysis, and I want you all to get ready for the weekly analysis, for I will be breaking down, simplifying everything, just letting you know my market perception, my directional bias for the next week, and what I'm going to be trading, what I wouldn't trade, okay, decisions I will make for my best entries, and how to make money in the coming weeks. Stay active, stay tuned. Don't forget, the live trading session with me starts 1st March. All you need to do is to click on the link in the bio, or that's on Instagram, on this YouTube description side, in comment side you find the link. Click on the link, the instructions are there. Get registered and start trading. Okay, so you may be the one to win this money for the live trading session. So it's on, and I want you to be a part of it. See you during the weekly analysis. Have a great week.